I had another situation recently that happened. I was late to a meeting, and the person who's been waiting for me kept waiting for me for 2 hours. Of course, I felt bad, but I did not feel very bad. You know why? Because when someone says they're waiting for you for way longer than they're supposed to, they're technically not respecting themselves. I know this sounds crazy, but look, hear me out. If I went to a meeting with a friend of mine and my friend was late for 15 minutes, okay, acceptable. 20 minutes, not very, but okay. 30 minutes, not acceptable. So 30 minutes, I stand up and I leave, right? And I keep my peace. Anything could have happened, right? Absolutely anything could have happened, and then we'll figure it out. Whether the person will apologize or whether the person will tell me that something happened to them, that does not matter. But I respect my time, and I will leave when it's comfortable for me to leave. I will not keep staying there for hours and hours and hours, right? And so therefore, that person tried to guilt trip me, and I could not make it for certain reasons to that meeting. I could not make it, and I deeply apologized. But the person tried to guilt trip me badly. And that's when I was like, okay, well, we stop right here, right there and then, because if this was uncomfortable for you at the point of, let's say, 15 minutes, you should have left. You should have not waited for me. And that is completely okay. So what we see victim mentality in its best, right? We see victim mentality where the person keeps sitting there and waiting and becomes angry and becomes resentful. When you can just leave, accept the fact that someone didn't come and see you, move on, and then talk about it. And then you can either make judgment about the person who you're waiting for, or you can just hear the apology and maybe you should be okay with it. Because if you waited for 15 minutes, you'll be fine with an apology, trust me. But if you wait and you sit there betraying yourself and you sit there waiting for 2 or 3 hours or more, then trust me, you're not going to be happy with an apology. You would want more. So it's up to you to decide whether you want to stay in victim mentality or you want to start respecting yourself today.